Have you ever felt it? Your name is called, and everything inside you freezes. Standing in front of people, feeling completely invisible, words inside your heart, but fear won't let them out. Always at the back. Not by choice, but by fear. If that is you, this story is yours. Meera was a schoolteacher in a small town. Every year, she noticed one student who sat in the last bench. Always quiet, always invisible. That year it was Vikram. Vikram was 12 years old. Bright eyes, messy hair, and a mind full of ideas. But the moment anyone called his name in class, he froze. His throat tightened. His hands trembled. Once, he tried to answer a question, and the whole class laughed at his stuttering. After that day, he never raised his hand again. His mother told Meera, "Don't expect much from him. He's always been like this." But Meera had noticed something the others hadn't. Every day after school, Vikram stayed back to clean the blackboard. And while he cleaned, he talked. To himself. Full sentences. Clear voice. Explaining the day's lesson as if he were the teacher. He didn't know anyone was listening. One afternoon, Meera walked in and sat down at a student's desk. "Continue," she said quietly. Vikram spun around, horrified. His face turned red. He shook his head. "Vikram," she said, "I have been listening for 2 weeks. You are the best teacher in this school." He stared at her. "The only difference between you and the others," she continued, "is that you don't believe what I just said." Weeks passed. Meera gave him small tasks. Read one line aloud, explain one answer, stand up once. Each time felt like climbing a mountain. Each time, he made it to the top. Then came the annual school debate. The topic, failure is the best teacher. Every confident, loud student in school had signed up. Vikram's name was not on the list. Meera added it herself. He begged her to remove it. She smiled and said, "The Vikram who teaches at the blackboard every evening, let him speak, just once. Let the room hear what I hear." On the day of the debate, Vikram walked to the podium on shaking legs. The hall was silent. He opened his mouth, and for 3 seconds, nothing came out. Someone in the back giggled. But then, something shifted inside him. He thought of the empty classroom, the blackboard, his own voice filling the room with no one to judge him. He pretended the hall was empty, and he spoke. For 4 minutes, he spoke about failure, about his own fear, about the well of courage that exists in every person who has ever been laughed at. His voice cracked twice. He mispronounced one word. He came second in the debate, but when he stepped off the stage, Meera was standing there clapping. Not for the trophy, but for the boy who finally heard his own voice. He was afraid, hands trembling, voice shaking, but he stood there anyway. That is courage, not fearless, just forward. He spoke. The room went silent. Not because he was perfect, but because he was real. He didn't win first place. He won something greater. He won himself. So stand up, step forward, open your mouth, and speak. Not because you are ready, but because the world needs you. Not because you are fearless, but because your voice matters. Not because it will be perfect, but because it will be yours. The stage is waiting. The world is listening. Now, go. Find your voice. Like, subscribe and click the bell icon for more stories.